Hey guys, how's it going? I am back after my long break of laziness. I don't really have any excuses. I'm just been lazy and haven't wanted to do anything. So I'm sitting here at 2:20 something, 2 something in the morning, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start reading this fanfic again because I've got people who are just like, you know what, Brandon? You need to upload more. You need to get more stuff done. And I'm just like, you know what? I want to do that right now. I don't know what's with that pause, but I'm not going to let it affect me. No matter how many times I fuck up, no matter how many times I mispronounce things, no matter how many times I stutter, can't get stuff. Blah! No matter how many times I stutter, I want to get this episode done. I want to get this chapter out, and I want to try and get back on track of doing you know what, I'm probably going to sit here and do 3 of these. And since I've already taken up like a minute of this whole entire thing, let's, without further ado, get started on this and get this fanfic read. Alright, here we go. This is chapter 5 of The Unexpected Love Life of Dusk, Dat Plot, and Subplot. Let's go. Boy howdy, Applejack exclaimed. We really grew a big bumper crop this year, ain't it so, Big Macintosh? Big Macintosh stood by his sister and observed the miles and miles of apples. Yup, he replied with his signature catchphrase. Y'all sure you can buck it all on your own? Sure as the sun rises in the morning, Sugar Cube, beamed Applejack with pride. Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Y'all just rest nice and comfy while that injury of yours heals. She punched his side affectionately, and he winced in pain. Sorry, she apologized. I'm just saying, Big Macintosh continued, that this crop might be too big for you to handle on your own. Are you saying that I can't buck all these apples by myself? She asked suspiciously. Yep. Well, buck you, I can buck all these apples, Applejack snapped. 1 hour later, all was quiet in Ponyville. The streets were bustling with shop and stands tending to their customers. Fillies frolicked in the playground, enjoying their weekend. No pony suspected what was about to happen. Suddenly, a great rumbling was at the feet of in the earth. Feet? What? Ponies don't have feet. Let me reread that line again. Suddenly, a great rumbling was felt in the earth, as the very ground was infused with thunder. Ponies ran around in panic. Rainbow Dash flew up high to see what could ever cause such a commotion, less of an earthquake. She gazed on the horizon and saw the source of the powerful rumbling. Stampede! She hollered, every pony into their homes. Damn it! Fuck! I can't read at 2:30 in the morning. Stampede! She hollered, every pony into their homes. Let's not get any casualties. Indeed, a herd of crazed cattle rampaged towards Ponyville. But what was running with them? It was Applejack, having taken a break from apple bucking to aid in the crisis, galloping alongside her trusty dog, Winona. She herded the cows away from her hometown and slowed them to a stop. Whoa there, little cowgirls, the apple farmer said. What's with all the hoedown? Applejack, I can't do a Canadian accent like they do in the show. Applejack, it was terrible, exclaimed one of the cows, still a little shaken. Matilda thought she saw a snake, and it just gave us the worst case of the willies, don't you know? A snake, Applejack replied cynically. Y'all kind of overreacted there, Sugar Cube. Matilda fidgeted a little embarrassed. Well, it was a real big snake. I'm not saying anything about your concern with reptiles, Applejack sighed Applejack, but if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut about what spooked me. I think some of the folks here might be less forgiving if they knew what startled you, you know? Ponyville almost being trampled in the ground because of a snake. I swear it won't happen again, insisted Matilda. That sounded more Indian than Canadian, but oh well. All's well. Meanwhile, Applejack's friends were cheering in gratitude. We should find a way to thank Applejack for our safety, suggested the mayor. I believe the prize pony of Ponyville award would suffice. All in favor? Every pony cheered. It's unanimous. The award goes to Applejack. Wait a second, said Spike. The award is named the prize pony of Ponyville award. Doesn't that seem a bit redundant? Not at all, replied the mayor. What? Is there a problem with how we name things around here? Actually, Spike said as he searched his head, I was wondering why you would pick to name this town Ponyville. You see, Dusk Well, that came out of nowhere. You see, Dusk made me read up on the local history of this place, and I learned that the apples and the riches found it by cornering the market with their trademark Zap apples and Zap apple accessories. I can't help. So why not name it something like Appleburg or even Richton? Ooh, how about Everfree City? Yeah, that sounds catchy. Maybe even, Spike was cut off by Dusk covering the dragon's mouth with a hoof. Sorry about Spike, Miss Mayor, Dusk said with a nervous laugh. You know how these kids are these days. So disrespectful to tradition. I'm not meaning any flank hurt, Spike protested as he escaped Dusk's grasp with a struggle. I'm not saying that you name your town Ponyville. Naming your town Ponyville is nothing special. I mean, you don't know you can find ponies living around anywhere else, right? That's enough out of you, scolded the mayor. Now we're going to throw a ceremony for Applejack or not. There was a murmur of mutual agreement, but it was accompanied by several angry grumbles on how the village could have been named better. 3 days later, several apples that resembled Applejack's cutie marks were adorned on the decorations of the party. Every pony knew and adored Applejack participated in the celebration. Of course, Pinkie Pie was the head party planner. All that remained missing was Applejack herself. Where is she? Deadpan Rainbow Dash. I said more Applejack. She is 3 hours. She is 3 hours late, and nobody's seen her since the cattle stampede. And we're running out of refreshments. Do you have any idea what it's like to have an entire mob of hungry ponies asking you for more grub? Do I ever, Dash? Said Pinkie. This one time at Cloud Chase's birthday party, I forgot that it was a double birthday with her twin sister Flitter, so that meant I had twice as many cakes. It was a nightmare. Did it mean that the party had twice as many guests as well? Wondered Dustshine aloud. No, Pinkie fizzed. Flitter and Cloud Chaser spent a lot of time together, so they basically have the same friends. So it was the normal amount of party guests, said Dusk. Yes, sirree, she nodded. Then why did you need twice as much cake? I mean, too much cake can be bad for you, he said matter-of-factly. Dusky, Pinkie said flatly. You know I love you like the dickens, but you're describing a world I don't want to live in. Dusk was just about to jump into a lecture about stomach aches and retaining good dental hygiene, but was interrupted by a stumbling pony bumping into several others on the way to the stage. The said pony was indeed Applejack, and she looked like a wreck. Her hat was tilted slightly, and her eyes were baggy from sleep deprivation. Howdy there, Ponyville. Howdy there, Ponyville, she slurred with her mouth in a haze. What is this awardy thingy for again? The mayor cleared her throat. It's officially for being the most helpful and prestigious pony in the community, but we're using it to thank you for saving us from the stampede, the politician explained. Pardon my asking, but are you drunk? You seem off today. I'm okay, assured Applejack with a yawn. Can we hurry this up? I have a busy schedule kicking trees all week. Hey, blurted Rainbow Dash, you promised to help me with a new flying stunt this week. Oh yeah, that, said the farmer. Well, I guess I'm gonna help Rainbow with her fancy smancy flying tricks, too, so I better be getting to it. Get going, God. Yes, Dash squeaked. This is gonna be so awesome! I can't do her voice. Fine, Applejack yawned again. Now, if there will interruptions. You're supposed to help me run Sugar Cube Corner for the first time, remarked Pinkie. We were going to bake some drool-worthy muffins together. After all, you're one of the best cooks around. I guess I'm a-doing that thing what Pinkie just said too this week. Now, if you'll excuse me, Applejack, Fluttershy spoke up as softly as possible. I don't really want to put pressure on you, but you kind of said that you also help me count the newborn bunnies for the spring. And are we still doing that together? Fine, Applejack said through her teeth. I'll go count the stupid rabbits with you. She walked off the stage driving her trophy with her and muttering to herself. What's up with her? Inquired Spike. I don't know, said Dusk, but I intend to find out. After the ceremony, Pinkie walked over to Rainbow Dash. The speedster's stomach churned. Celestia help me, Dash thought to herself. It's the motor mouth. Since the dilemma with Nightmare Moon, Rainbow Dash understood one very hard truth. She would have to associate with the ponies less cool than her, namely the other elements of harmony, and that would lower her streak head. Applejack she could somehow relate to, although the blonde's taste in music, banjos in particular, left something to be desired. Rainbow Dash knew Fluttershy since flight camp, but they had next to nothing in common. Rarity was rarity, just rarity. If you knew her personally, you would understand. Dustshine was cute and all, but he was deeply rooted in dark territory that Dash called Egghead. The Daredevil could tolerate all these ponies, even call them her friends, except for Dusk. She was saving him for a different title. But the only pony she couldn't stand more than 5 minutes was the abomination of all things awesome that was called Pinkie Pie. Rainbow Dash's hatred for Pinkie Pie had several reasons. Pinkie never shut up. She was annoying. She wouldn't shut up. She always hogged all the cider in cider season. She wouldn't shut up. She was a grown man that still liked stupid games for kids like Pin the Tail of the Pony and the Pony Pokey. She talked about crazy stuff like OCs and background ponies. She wouldn't shut up. And oh foul, she never shut the buck up. Hey Dashy, Pinkie said, can I talk to you? We haven't had time for our character development between each other, and the Griffin the Brush Off episode is coming up next chapter, so I really want to become BFFs forever, and you know already all the old Queen of Mean come to try and steal you away, Dashy. Where are we going? We need to hang out. Rainbow Dash couldn't remember the last time she flew so fast. She was pretty sure that she cleared Ponyville 20 times over. She rested on the mountaintop to catch her breath. There, that should keep me away from Pinks for a while, she thought. I think I should just stay here and chill for a while. Let the idea that I don't want her around sink in. I just figured something out, Dashy. I just figured something out, Dashy, Pinkie said as she popped out on her. The author isn't going to wait around for next chapter to have Griffin the Brush Off. We're doing it right now, so that's why I'm chasing you. Gah! Dash screamed in response as she took the air again. Come back, Pinkie yelled. It's scenes like these in the show that contributed to the inspiration of cupcakes. Applejack once again stumbled with her hooves. Consarn it, she muttered. That wasn't really a mutter. Come on, Legs, we've got work to do. Hello, Applejack, Dusk said as he trotted through the orchard toward her. Why are you bucking all these trees by yourself? It's harvesting time, remember? Said AJ. Round here we call it apple buck season. What about Big Mac? He said. He hurt himself, so I'm filling in for him by working twice as hard. Here, I'll help you, he offered. Let me just get the girls and... No, she lashed up verbally. I don't need no help. You can't be serious, Dusk said. You can't possibly buck all these trees by yourself. Buck you, I can buck all these apples, she repeated. I can handle myself. Are we clear? Applejack, let me break this down logically, Dusk lectured. How much did you sleep in the past few days? Sleep is for cushy tushies, said Applejack. All real work and ponies needs coffee. So not at all, inquired Dusk. That's extremely unhealthy for you. Crash! All of a sudden, Rainbow Dash crash landed into a tree, knocking out all the apples out of it. Darn it, Rainbow, yelled Applejack. Not you two. I said it once and I'll say it again. I don't need no help. You need help? Rainbow Dash panicked as she got to her hooves. What about me? I've been trying to avoid Pinkie all morning, but it's no use. She's everywhere. That's what you need help with, Dusk said flatly. Avoiding Pinkie? Dusk thought for a moment there was a chance that Rainbow might be talking about Pinkie Mina, but he wasn't so sure. Shh! She put a hoof over Dusk's mouth. Did you hear that? She whispered. I don't hear nothing, said Applejack. Not so loud, the Pegasus hissed. She's watching us. I can feel it. Did you do anything to upset Pinkie? Asked Dusk, lowering his voice. Is she acting any different than usual? No, and that's the problem, she said. She's trying to get me to spend all the day with her. She even wants me to be... BFFs. Rainbow Dash, Applejack said in a judging tone. That there's not only the stupidest thing I've ever heard, but you're just being mean to shunning Pinkie like that. Now I want you to hightail it off of here. Hightail it off to wherever that little sugar vacuum is and apologize. But the only but I want to see is yours getting off my farm. Now scram both of you. I got work to do. Rainbow Dash met Pinkie around town hall. Alright, Pinkie, said the frustrated Piggy. What do you want me to do? See that cloud over there, said Pinkie, pointing at the random cumulus. Try moving in front of the door. Okay, Dash shrugged. If you say so. She moved the cloud like so. Like this? Perfect, observed Pinky. Except a little to the left, Dash complied. You know, it looked a little better a few 18 hairs to the right. You're right, am I right? Bonbon's right. She lives down the street. 3 hours later. Now, turn it upside down, adjust it 60 centimeters north, turn it 172 degrees counterclockwise, and put it in the oven for 15 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and serve it with hay fries. That was 100 degrees Celsius. Celestius. Get a different cloud, we're starting over. Pinky! And by get different cloud, I mean it's absolutely perfect. Now wait for my signal. With that, Pinky hid in the bushes. Soon enough, Spike walked out of town hall carrying a big stack of scrolls. Rainbow Dash jumped off the cloud so hard as she could, and with a loud boom, the cloud erupted into a burst of thunder and lightning, scaring Spike into dropping his load. Hey, what was that for? Asked Spike, still a little spooked. You almost gave me a heart attack. Cheer up, Spike, said Rainbow Dash after rolling in laughter. It's just a prank. I'm not doing Pinky's laugh, I'm sorry. You have the hiccups, giggled Pinky. She laughed along with the joke and went over to recover his notes. The trouble was that every time he tried to pick up a scroll, he hiccuped and let go a gallon of magical flame. The result of this was Spike losing all of his scrolls and Celestia getting spammed with unexpected mail. Meanwhile, Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie roared in laughter. You know, you're not so bad, Pinks, Dash confessed. What other things do you have in mind? I have some ideas, Pinky said mischievously, and so for the rest of the afternoon, Rainbow Dash and Pinky went around Ponyville pulling practical jokes on every pony in sight. Because of the national motto of love and toleration, nobody took any of the two's jokes personally, so they never faced any consequences. Later in life, Rainbow Dash would admit that the hours of bliss spent with Pinky were some of the best of her life, second only by winning everything and making sonic rainbooms. The next day. Rainbow Dash waited patient as she could. As radical as yesterday was, this was the day that Applejack was going to help her with a new trick to impress an old friend from Flight Camp. The problem was that hated mare didn't show up yet, and Gilda was scheduled to come in any minute. There you are, Dash explained as Applejack stumbled by. Where have you been? Applejack shook her head awake and blinked a couple of times for a good measure. What? Where am I? This ain't Sweet Apple Acres. That sounded more like Babseed. Anyway. Yeah, no manure, Dash deadpanned. What are you talking about anyway? Today's the day you're supposed to help me with a stunt, remember? Huh? Said AJ. I guess Granny Smith was right. I really do sleepwalk. But enough of that. What am I supposed to do again? Rainbow Dash gestured to a makeshift wooden tower with a diving board. Below it was something similar to a giant seesaw. You just jump down where I'm on top, while I'm on top of that lever, and then I launch into the sky. And then I do some wicked freestyle moves that I'll practice later and save them for when I apply them for the Wonderbolts. Y'all built this contraption all by yourself? Questioned Applejack. Well, said Dash as he scratched her head flatly, I did have a little help from Derpy. Applejack backed away from Rainbow Dash's creation very, very slowly. Derpy helped you build that? There's no bucking way I'm touching that with a 10-foot pole. Relax, Applejack assured Rainbow Dash. The other 7 miles broke down while testing, so ace times the charm. Rainbow, AJ said sternly. You know you sound like the infamous Lemon Johnson, right? Dismissed the near-death speedster. You say that all the time. What could possibly go wrong? Oh God, I think that was probably the worst one I've ever done, to be perfectly honest. But I don't know. It might be pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna go back and listen to my voice again. I know I'm gonna go back and clean it up some because my sound waves are looking very, very big. So I'm pretty sure my mic's picking up something. It's picking up louder than it should be. So I'm gonna go in and fix this. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm sorry I've been gone so long, but I will talk to y'all later. And well, not really. I will see y'all next time. So I was about to do the Russian Badgers sign off. Oh my God. Alright, so I'll see y'all later. Blah, blah. See ya.